I'm gonna say it straight off the bat. I am not a fan of the first Avengers. Calm down, let me explain. I felt like the whole movie was just rushed, and it felt like it was more for little kids than the older groups, because the villain was just plain. And don't get me wrong, Loki, I love me some Loki, but he is not an Avenger villain setup movie villain. Because I know they used the villain to set up Thanos, but Loki is not that character. He is more of a Thor movie character, and they should just keep him in that movie. And that's just my opinion. And I'm letting you know that, so you know my opinion on the Avengers cinematic world. So let's get with the trailer, Avengers 2. I love that Age of Ultron has more realistic tone to it. What I mean about that is, we're gonna see Avengers go through real stuff. Like right off the beginning of the trailer, we hear Ultron's voice saying, I'm going to show you something beautiful.
Everyone screaming for mercy. You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. You're all puppets, tangled in strings.
That line is delivered beautifully. I just have to say, fantastic job on casting James Spader as the voice of Ultron. They could have not gotten anyone better. That voice is just perfect. And if you've never seen James Spader's work, go on Netflix and watch The Blacklist, and you'll understand why I think James Spader is the man. From that line, we know that Ultron is going to have a great backstory. He's going to point out the flaws that the team has and also the human race has. When he says tangled in strings, he's trying to say the rules that the Avengers and humans go by is what he feels holds them back and holds the whole Earth back. So he's gonna get rid of the humans so he can take that flaw out of the world. So he's going to tear the Avengers to pieces, get his point across. And there is no more S.H.I.E.L.D., so the Avengers are not gonna get helped by S.H.I.E.L.D. because S.H.I.E.L.D. was taken by Hydra, and that is explained in Captain America, Winter Soldier. And you haven't seen that movie? I suggest go see it before Age of Ultron. That's a great movie. Also, there's a scene where we see Bruce Banner wrapped up in a blanket sitting on the floor of the Quinjet. And it's not explained, but I feel like the movie's going to elaborate how Banner doesn't have full control of the Hulk, like Avengers 1. Bruce and the Hulk are different people fighting to get free from each other. And because we see the Hulk fighting Tony Stark's Hulkbuster suit, that means stuff is gonna get real serious. Ultron is an AI, so he has information about the Avengers, so he can mess with them in more of an emotional level than other villains can. Plus, with all the Iron Man suits in his disposal, he's gonna be a hard person to stop. And I don't know yet how Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch is gonna play in the movie yet, but I feel like there's one reason why we see Captain America's shield in half, is because they are going to beat up the Avengers really bad. So that is my explanation of the trailer, and I'd probably get more in depth later on, but just kind of throwing out there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
It's the end.